Hey, well, today's daily sprint, we're talking about increasing our purpose, passion, and meaning. And today we're going to really focus on the meaning component of that. So we're kind of brought up to say, hey, do what makes you happy as far as for a profession. Do what makes you happy. So I followed that and I started out in working in a gym because working out made me happy. Okay, you notice me happy. And I was swiping cards, so there wasn't a whole lot of meaning in what I did for other human beings, because if my job description went away, someone who could have just swiped their card just as easy. And I remember one of my earlier mentors, he said in his own way of saying things, he said, hey, do you want to have a little bit more meaning? Do you want to have a little bit more impact? I want you to learn sales. And I'm like, how is sales? I was actually kind of anti-sales at the time for whatever reason. How is learning sales going to give me more meaning and more happiness? Because I was pretty happy, swiping cards. I'd work out 3 hours a day in the gym, really not a whole lot of responsibility there. So I finally succumbed, and he said that, yeah, I can make all this money if I learn sales. So I learned sales and became a personal trainer. And obviously, to be a successful trainer, you got to sell clients personal training. So I started to sell personal training, and holy cow, he was right. Now, life's changed. Mrs. Jones losing weight. Bill's marriage is saved because his self-esteem was better. It was like, oh my goodness. So a lot of us are looking for meaning in something that we want, that we're passionate about, or something that makes us happy, but we might be missing the boat in maybe learning something that helps outwardly. Like for me, I didn't want to learn about sales. There's just nothing fun about that, but it gave my career path so much more meaning because it was now I was using this skill to outwardly help others by get them into personal training, one-on-one training with me. So it's very, very interesting kind of our phases of life that we go to. We go into like, I'm not important. That's kind of how I felt like when I was just focusing on me happiness. I was just swiping membership cards. I felt I'm not important. Then it went to, well, wait, I could be important, or maybe I am important. And then finally it went to, I want to contribute to something important. So I love what Adam Grant says in this. If your job didn't exist, how much worse would people be? And when I asked that, like back when I was selling training, I'm like, oh my gosh, this person would have been worse. This person would have been worse. Nobody would have been worse off if I didn't swipe cards. So another way to look at, yes, we want to do what makes us happy, but what I'm trying to get you to see is sometimes doing things that we really don't think is going to bring a lot of joy, but it contributes to others, like learning sales skills, marketing your product, your service that benefits other people, comes back to us in much bigger ways. So think of ways that you can contribute to something outside of you. And maybe that helps you do your sales reach out. So maybe that helps you pick up the phone and do some cold calls and be more proactive in looking for people that can benefit from your service. It's very outward thinking instead of, hey, I'm not going to do this because I don't want to, or this doesn't make me happy. Hope you received this well. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you at the next Daily Sprint.